So next up, we'll make the mini pumpkin lantern swag. This is a easy design that we can use on the door if you need something small, potentially fitting in between doors or a little narrow spot on the wall in your house next to a mirror, for instance. This one has just a few components, a really fun, natural looking acorn stem. The acorn stem has foam acorn ends, but real acorn caps on a paper wrap stem. We have a pumpkin rustling leaf spray that has some nice large leaves. We do have this wrapped twig spray. This piece comes as a garland if you love the look of it. I'm going to show you how wrapped twigs can really make a design look interesting. And then a salal spray today. So the salal is multicolored. You can see the pretty layout of colors here. This one is going to help us because it's the background. And when you want to do a lantern swag, our designs for lanterns always include a little tapered top and then more of a teardrop shape that widens at the bottom. So here we can pre-lay out our design background by just shaping the leaves out. 2 of them go up, the rest of them fan out down, and that's our backdrop. Once you get your backdrop in place, you can lay your wrapped twig spray on it. This is going to be a piece that we have to curl and spin and shape to get it to look proportionate to our design. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and, how did we do that last time? We used this as the hook on our lantern. You can cut it off, you can spiral it, but I think today, because we're gonna put it on a lantern, sometimes using a stem to hook things in place is handy. Let's just try that. So we're stacking those 2, then we're gonna lay our acorn spray on top of that. This one is a paper wrap stem, it's not too thick. So instead of cutting it and trying to secure the end so the paper does not unravel, you can just give it a little spiral and it becomes a decorative element. There are lots of wired sections on here, and if you fan it out, whoops, be careful, the little acorns wanna go flying off. Let me glue him back on. If you expand it open, it's gonna look a lot fuller. So let's make sure you do that. There we go. And we're gonna lay the rustling leaves pumpkin on the top of the whole bit. Now, when I'm doing that, I can see my acorn spray. One of them is coming out behind the pumpkin, so I'm popping it through, make sure everything shows. Pop that through, pull a couple pieces behind. What you don't wanna do with any stack swag is let it stay stacked. If it does stay stacked, it kind of just looks segmented and you want it to be blended. So I'm pulling a leaf spray to the back a little bit, and now we just need to get our wire on there. I think wires are probably included in your kit. Usually with our wired swags, they are. So I've got a wire ready to go. You can use the wire to secure it and then also to make a hanger if you do need an actual little round hanger on the back. Your wire can always be fastened into a hanger. Using my pliers to tighten it down, and then I'm also gonna add a second wire so that in 2 areas it is secured together. Mostly because a single one always still allows your design to move and spin away from each other too much. So in any vertical design, I'm always making a wired point in 2 spots, not just 1. That's a great tip for you today. There we go, we've got that locked in. And we're gonna be able to shape it now. So here's the magical part of this wrapped twig. You can use the wrapped twig lots of different ways. One thing I like to do with it is just grab a few stems and make loops so it becomes, in essence, its own bow. So if you loop it, let me just show you that again. If you loop it into a half circle, you can take one of the stems that is longer and use it to wrap around the base to hold your loop that you just created. So use one of its own stems to secure your loop so it stays put. There we go. We're gonna do that in another area so we get kind of a left and right little loop happening here. Let's flip that one the opposite direction. Pick one of our stems and wire it so that it holds the loop you've created by using its own component to do so. So far we've only needed basically one piece of wire. There we go. And then if you like the way the pieces hang down, there's where you can decide how much length do you want. Is it too long? Do you want to fan it out? Or do you want to take like a chunk of it and just give it a little half circle, which will shorten it and make it look slightly curled. It's kind of like doing hair. That works really well, shortens it up for me. And then with one quick look through, look over, I can decide if I need a little bit more shaping. Pulling a bit of color through might help too. Let's pop one of those leaves into the design. There we go. So this is either helpful or in the way, depending what you're doing. In this design of lantern, almost all lanterns, in my experience, have some kind of top, like a ring, a hook, a hanger, or something. So you can maybe use it to hook through the circle top. This one's wrapped in plastic. You can also sometimes hook it straight through into the lantern. This one does have a spot right there. I'm not gonna aim for that. Let's go this way. And if it's in the way, you can spiral it or cut it off. But with one more bend, I'm liking how it just hooks right into the hanger. There we go. Now we have our lantern swag created, just as easy as that.